All right, Brian here with Photonic Health to talk about our Photonic Health tip kits that work with both our multi-light and our Pro Gen 2. The nice thing about them is it works exactly the same with both of them. So we can really pick up one or the other and demo it, what's going on with that. So our tip kits come in a little box, and it has 3 different kits along with 5 covers. Let's talk about those first. You'll see those are there's 5 of them here. There's the straight, there's the extended straight, and the dental tip. So I'm gonna pull this to the side. So these covers work over the top of the straight, so that way you have it so it won't go so far in the animal's ear. Now we're gonna start with just the multi-light and the straight end connector. What is this used for is they simply just slip on. What they're used for is to reduce the shine or flash of the light outside, so you can use this around the animal's eyes. So if you got like red on, when you get it close, it actually can take all the flash out. You don't even see the light anymore. Once you put the tip on and you put your light on, it reduces all the flash that's coming out from the side, so you only get light that's going forward. You can see it has a beam on the wall versus the tip. When it's off, it's much bigger. Put the tip on it, brings it smaller. So when you go around the animal's eyes, you don't get any flash that's going into the eye itself. So this is when you're wanting to do work around the eye itself and you don't want to get any of the light. So you can do it with the red, in this case the blue, or the green, and do the same thing. So now let's take a look at the straight tip. This is one we use for doing very fine work on acupuncture points in animals, but it also works very well for doing on inside the ear. If you're going in the ear, we do recommend that you put a cap and put your thumb finger over, so when you go to put it in the ear, it doesn't go so far in. It can also work for intranasal. So if I turn this one on and put it on red, and I come over to the animal, you can see if I put it inside of the ear canal, how that can go inside the whole canal, or if we're going to do up intranasal, we can go inside. If you're doing with the Pro Gen 2 light, I recommend that you use it on high, because if you look at low, you're getting some light, but if you use it on high, you're getting a lot more light. So high works really well for doing any of these really intricate, like around the eye, different points, and like I said, intranasal on high on this one. So that's how you would use the straight connection end for the tip kits. So the dental tip, which is really one of them that I really like, because you can use the multicolors pretty well, because one of the problems that we have with dental is bacteria. So we're going to go back over to the horse again. So the blue, the green, and the red, we're going to put it on blue. Blue is antibacterial, so you can come into the gum line of your dog or horse and you can actually work along the gum line, and probably more in dogs than in horses as much, to kill all the bacteria, because you're not going to go all the way up the horse's mouth. Now again, you're saying, Brian, I'm not going to put a glass tip into a dog's mouth. This is plastic, so we don't have to worry about that. So if they do end up biting it or breaking it, you're not getting glass. It does work really well as far as green, so you can put green up the nose, or if you don't want much green around the eye, you can bring the eye down, so that way you're not getting so much flash. And then red, again, you can come back for any kind of healing properties that you have inside the mouth, but it does work really well, especially in the dog. Now with the Pro Gen 2, the kit, again, works best on high, so you have lots of area, versus on low, not quite as much. You can use the flash. The flash does work pretty well inside the mouth as well, as you can see. In conclusion, what you have is the first one that knocks off all the flash around the eyes of the animal, so that no flashes on the backside of any animal that you can see. All right, so that takes the flash out. The second one is used for intranasal, in the ear, into any kind of acupoints you're putting on the dog or cat or horse. The third one is more of our dental tip. It gets into all those areas that you're looking for to get into the areas, especially on the dogs, because they do, and cats that have the problems with bacteria in their mouth.